The Daily Purge. How you doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic. Coming down on the end of the week on Thursday. Hope you're doing good and you're having a good week and you're winding up the week well. Going out Friday like a lion and not like a lamb. One of those things that Brian Hess always uses. One of my buddies, a guy from Clubhouse. It was fantastic. Today I had an interview on Clubhouse. You might have seen it, or you might have heard of it, with Cher Dela Cruz, Coach Cher Dela Cruz, who's an up and coming power coach. And one second. Sorry, I have to keep my kids are here. And we were talking a lot about, what she's up to and what she was learning and how she was learning and, the things that she's doing in her business as a coach. And it just reminded me of a lot of the things we were talking about. Then we had the Warrior Council session. And the Warrior Council is a group that Lane and I run from veteran entrepreneurs, military veteran entrepreneurs who are looking for that extra edge in their business. Warrior Council. And hello, Olga, how are you? And now that I shared it around, we can get to the focus. And what we talked about with Cher and with some people in Clubhouse, and then in the Warrior Council again was action, taking action, right? Imperfect action, as we always say, motivated action, inspired action, whatever you want to call it. And impact obviously comes through action, but culture also follows action. So what's the key in all of this? It's action, isn't it? And I can't tell you how often that I speak to business owners, and I don't mean just one-off entrepreneurs or solopreneurs. I mean like big business owners that are waiting for something to happen until they do this or that, or they're waiting for this to happen so they could do that. And it's startling because it doesn't matter how you do what you do. It doesn't matter. It matters that you're certain that what you're doing is going to get to where you want to go. That's all that matters. And hey, Arnie, how you doing, brother? And in order to do that, you have to be certain of your ability to deploy your genius in this world. And so that goes back to identity, like we always talk about in our book, Unleash Your Humble Alpha. That once you know your identity, your purpose crystallizes in front of you. That crystal amplifies your identity, and then you have that epic presence that everyone talks about when someone walks into a room. And you have certainty in your abilities. So if you have a business right now, or you want to start a business, or you're in a business and you want to move forward, or you want to scale or grow or something, start taking action. That action can be anything. Call somebody, talk to them, say, hey, I have a question, ask for help. Whatever it is that you need, you'd be surprised how quick and how much time you can collapse when you actually ask for help. So what kind of culture do you want in your life and in your circle of influence? That culture is dictated by your actions and actions. That means your integrity is on the line. Hey, Joe, how you doing, brother? It means your integrity is important, right? It means your honesty and transparency. We talk about honesty, integrity, transparency is very important. People will emulate that. You will always get back what you give as far as leadership goes. If you're a leader that's egotistical, you're going to get back egotistical, right? You're going to get back some egotistical things. Don't worry about it. And if you're a leader with high integrity, you're going to get integrity back in general. Obviously, you have rotten apples everywhere. And that's the kind of culture you're going to create. And what happens is, they were talking today in Clubhouse about being liked as a leader. Why? That's the how. How am I going to be liked as a leader? The how doesn't matter. The how doesn't matter, even in that situation. What matters is that you know who you are, you know your identity, you know your purpose, you're aligned with your core principles, and you're in the center of yourself. So when you lead from here. You don't lead out here. You don't lead from over here. You don't lead from a book. You don't lead from a ruler. You don't lead from a round brown, as they call in the military, the drill sergeant's hat. You lead from in here. And when you lead from in there and you have high integrity, you do what you say you're going to do. Don't do what you say you're not going to do. And then when you do screw up, that you fix it and apologize, then you're going to be liked if that matters to you. But it won't matter to you because that's not where your focus is. And you will be liked. You'll be respected. You'll be liked. You'll be revered. And you'll be promoted probably as well if you're in a company. Because that's zero to do with ego. When you're centered like that, and you're basing everything on your core integrity, it's funny how all that stuff doesn't matter anymore because you're so powerful in who you are and your position inside of yourself that you don't have the will or the want or the wish to be egotistical and say, I'm the boss, or look at me, or I got to do this, or I got to dress like that, or you do what you do because it's the right thing to do for you, and the organization and the people around you, creating a culture of productivity innovation, and less conflict, right? Less conflict, right? And when you have a culture like this, know yourself and seek self-improvement, always, Joe. And when you have a culture like this, what you're going to find is that people are self-auditing. No one wants to fall behind, right? No one wants to be the one that's out of sync. So it's a self-auditing company culture that you create when you are the culture setter, right? The culture giver through your actions. And that creates what? Impact in your company, and your company who takes action based on the core principles and that culture you created creates an impact in the world, in your industry, wherever it is. So you see how it's all connected. Hello, Jessica. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks. There she is, smiley Jessica. So you see, you create impact through your action. Your culture in your company follows action. That culture in that company creates impact in the world, right? And then it goes from there. It's that ripple effect, that radiant value we always talk about, right? That's what we always talk about. Okay. Well, that's it for today. I hope that helped you out a little bit. Other than that, not much going on my end. Just, rock and rolling every single day, trying to make it happen. Lane and I are working on the NFT project. Hey, Tony, thank you so much. Sorry I missed you in Austria. Joe, you're late. You're not late. The NFT project's going really well. The investment fund project is put on hold until we get the NFT launch, but man, it's going to be crazy. Stand by for the NFT launch. We still have the obviously the Humble Alpha Paradigm Upgrade Advisory Program. We've still got clients we're working with on that, going pretty well. Actually, it's going really well. It's amazing, actually. And then, of course, looking at more live events. I will be in the States in January for Operation Restored Warrior, taking part in that. After that, I don't know, maybe I'll visit Pennsylvania and I'll go to see Lane in Colorado and we'll do some mountain climbing. No, I probably won't climb mountains, whatever. No worries, Joe. Then in February, Lane and I are probably going to be in Seattle. After that, we're going to Peru in March, in the very beginning of March. So I'll be there from February to March in the States as well. And there's other projects going on all over the place. All right, so busy. I hope to see you in January, February. David, that'd be great, man. Where are you located, David? We haven't figured out if we're going to do anything yet. If we're going to do any live events or whatever we're going to do in the States, but I'm open to visiting. I'll be alone, so it'll be moving around will be much easier. And in the States, there aren't that many restrictions, so it shouldn't be an issue, I don't think. Okay. All right, everybody, have a fantastic one. Remember, it's all about quality of life. Nebraska. All right, David. What's that?
See you next time.
See you next time, says Maxie. All right. See you guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.